to go. Santa is going to be bringing you a lot of Christmas presents. And may the festivities begin. I wish everyone a very, very, very Merry Christmas. Time to chill, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully you can wind down the next 72 hours. Enjoy some champagne, be around your loved ones. And then we take on 2024. Now, talking about Kevin's in the house, Florida, representing Florida. I did a quick video. I was getting multiple videos from Atlanta, Georgia. Proud of them there. Thank you for protesting at the airport. I saw that the news channels showed up. That's great. Another opportunity to get into the media. Vegas is in the house. Ken is in the house. Give us a shout out. Boston's in the house. Mr. Rakim. Everyone. I haven't done live feeds. John Jones in the house. Chi-Town, Chicago. Hawaii, the 808, the Island Blues. Dominique, Chicago. Pennsylvania. Pressure, under pressure, under pressure, coming down on me. I think that's the song that Dara's feeling all around him. David Bowie, like blaring out of the speakers. Under pressure, coming down on me. Charles is in the house. Manny from Tampa, Florida is in the house. I salute you all. Macedonia is in the house. Much love to Macedonia. Sue Ellen is in the house. Handsome Liberal. Keep those wonderful, wonderful videos. I love your channel, my friend. I love his energy. I really do. He's always smiling. He's always got great topics. Such a great speaker. Such a great speaker, man. Your channel, all I can say, if you haven't watched The Handsome Liberal, it doesn't matter where you stand on politics, but his positive message, his selection of topics, his choice of words, the way he makes the videos, my friend, I could learn a lot from you, right? I have a mouthpiece, but the Handsome Liberal, he just knows how to package it all up. I salute you, my friend, wishing you much love, your family much love, and all of those people are pushing out videos. And have you noticed? Protest after protest after protest. Man, the cities are rising up. And what do they all have in common? We are sick and tired of these pathetic offers. I mean, how pathetic has it become? Right? We used to complain about the little 4Zs and 5Zs. Now we're seeing the 1Zs, 2Zs, and 3Zs. I mean, what has Rideshare come to? Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas. So, you know, my promise to my channel, my promise to my subscribers, I'm gonna really apply more pressure in 2024, help people work with legislators, obviously right on top, unless you're in France, right? In France, they're almost getting $10 minimum per trip. Good for them. Good for them. B2, Merry Christmas, everyone. Johnny Lopez is in the house. Give us a shout out. Your name, what city you're in. I'd love to give you a shout out. 2024, you know, what do I see on the horizon? I see more cities stepping up. Thank you. I appreciate you saying that, Dominique Thompson. Absolutely. I mean, we fed up, right? You know that saying, enough is enough. You can't survive on these offers. This, you know, they're not even giving you the upfront information in the upfront offers anymore. Both Uber and Lyft are sometimes leaving out special details, right? Supposed to just blindly accept an offer. Marco's in the house. Marco Lugo is in the house. We're getting, who's ready for 2024? Anybody ready for 2024? Dan's in the house. I'm ready. My family's ready. And then tonight I'm going all out, private trips one last time, and then I'm going to wind it down. I really want to take a few days off. Just been grinding too much. Today is a great day. I mean, I had the first 2 trips was $250, quite a far trip, $150. The $250 person was a regular, gave me a $200 Christmas present, a bottle of wine and a wine decanter, so at least $300 worth in presents and gifts. The next one was $150, so $150, $250 was $400, $100 tip, $200 tip was up to $700. Have one more trip tonight, third trip, it's $150, so it'll be $850, and hopefully I get a $50 tip from them. So if I can end the day on $900 for 3 trips, and that includes Christmas tips because my clients are very generous, I think I'm ending the year on a good note. 31st of December at 2:30 a.m. I'm going to do one more for a special friend, one more trip. But the next few days I'm going to chill out, good food, spend it with my family. My son's back from London. The other son just got into Rice University in Houston, Texas. I know that Houston, Texas is going to do a big protest in February. I'm going to try and make it down there to the Capitol in Austin. We are also working hard towards Valentine's Day. Show us some love on Valentine's Day. Shame on Uber. Yeah, I made a video on your video. Subscribe to Shame on Uber Texas. Great channel, great videos. Keep up the pressure, my friend. You're awesome. I really appreciate you. I appreciate what everyone did in Atlanta today, what the people did in San Diego the other day. So city by city, the people are fed up, man. They're fed up. They've had enough. They've had enough. And so Valentine's Day, February the 14th, this is an opportunity for you to switch off your apps, spend with your loved ones, with your family, maybe take your wife out, take your husband out, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, but however long you want to switch the apps off, but start on February the 14th in the morning, shut it off. We're going to push out a lot of press releases in the next few weeks. Also, shout out and a thank you to Jeff, Jeep Arizona, for giving the protests a shout out. And I agree with him. These are the things, he said something which was great. These things you have to plan in advance. You can't just come out and say, oh, let's all switch off the apps on New Year's Eve. We got to get the word out. So we have literally 2 months, like he said, to get the word out. I'm going to be buying thousands and thousands of heart stickers, buy the rolls. We can put those on our cars so we can see who's in, who's joining. I'll send those out in envelopes if you want to distribute them at airports. We're going to have flyers done, and mainly just a global initiative, inviting everyone. We're inviting our UK friends, our Sydney, Australia friends, our South African friends, our European friends, all the South American friends, whether you're in Buenos Aires, whether you're in Rio de Janeiro or Mexico City, doesn't matter. Join in, and we're going to push them. Show us some love. Dara Koshashawi, show us some love. Tony Zhu, show us some love. David Risha. We can't survive on these rates, right? Take rates through the roof, taking more than ever before. Professor Len Sherman showed that with his data. An article that they tried to squash, the Forbes article. Professor Len Sherman convinced the editor of Forbes to run the article, expose the data. And again, the data is based on millions and millions of rider trips and millions of driver data. So the data doesn't lie. They just don't want you to see that data. But fact is, the take rate, what they are taking from us right now, never ever seen before. At the highest levels, they're taking the highest margin, and that's the margin between what they charge the rider and what they're paying the driver. Thank you for spreading the article around. It definitely embarrassed Uber. It definitely embarrassed Dara Koshashawi, as it should. The data doesn't lie. The numbers don't lie. Year after year, they've been taking more and more greed by the investors. They want to see bigger margins, not taking into consideration what it takes to run this enterprise, right? And when I say run this enterprise, we are a business on wheels. It's our office. We have meetings, meaning riders get into our office. We drive them around. This is a business. And to conduct this business, there's all these costs. And for them to ignore that, for them to push our real costs aside, for them not to acknowledge the gas prices, the wear and tear, and to keep on shaving off more and shaving off more. And then it really, really irks me, right? And several drivers have reported this, and it is true. If a rider, let's say during Christmas, wants to give you $100, unless he's putting $100 in your hand, cash, right? That's a cash tip, and they're not in the car, they can't put their hand into the cookie jar and take that 100 away from you. That's your $100. But, you as a rider, try and give your driver, and during Christmas, there's a lot of riders who want to give their drivers $100, right? Because they know what the drivers are receiving. They're receiving 35%. The other 65 to 70% is going to the company. So I can assure you, there are many riders trying, and emphasis on trying, to give their driver a $100 tip through the app. What does the app do? Sorry, you can only pay a maximum of 28 or 29, which means the company is denying us $71 that we are not getting. That is sad. That is sad. And you know why they don't want you to have that $71? It's because if we get a $100 tip, we're going to say, that's a great day. I'm switching off the app. I got rewarded by a ride. I got a great $100 tip. I'm taking the day off. Meaning that Uber and Lyft and these companies won't make money. So their deliberate intention of throttling your tips, and I call it stealing your tips, because the difference between $28 and $100, and the $100 was intended for you, but the app only allowed you to get 28. The other $72 did not find its way to your bank account, and that's theft. They denied you those $70. It doesn't mean they kept them, or that they stole them, or that they diverted those 70 to Uber. No, it just means they denied you $72. They don't want you to do well. They don't want you to get a nice Christmas tip. And that I find is sad, right? And this is one of the chief motivations behind getting this, Valentine's. I think it's a great day. It's easy to market. Show us some love. Show us some love, Dara Kushashawi. Show us some love, Tony Zhu. Show us some love, David Risher, because throughout 2022 and 2023, I can tell you, there was zero love, man. There was zero love. There was just taking more greed, trimming. I mean, there's no branches left on the tree. It's all trimmed down, right? So 2024 is the time. Atlanta protest makes me so happy. Exactly. Atlanta stood up nicely, Jonah. Bart Fine says 80-20, the good days. Those were the days under Travis Kalanick. I very much doubt 80-20 will ever come back. But I'm sorry, not 70-30. I mean, 70 them, 30 us. We can't. We can't. I think even 60% us, 40% them, we can survive and we can run this as a business. But we cannot get into our car. We cannot switch on the ignition and run our business on a 70-30 split, 70 them, 30 us. It's just not working, right? So Tampa, yes, Tampa needs to get off their ass. There's a lot of cities that have to get off their ass and start planning. What I liked about this Atlanta protest today, it grew organically, very, very quickly. The few people, I was getting updates, more and more people, there were a couple of good speakers, and it grew and it grew and it grew and it grew. And the next thing you know, there were a couple of hundred people, and the next thing you know, the media was down there. This is another opportunity. You will see that someone is going to be sending me a link tomorrow. Guess what? Atlanta made it onto the news. And I will be doing a follow-up video, as I always do. So I will always give your city a shout out if you're planning a strike, if you're planning a protest, if you're planning a boycott. But let's get the word out. Let's talk about Valentine's Day. Use the phrase, show us some love, right? What are we, what's the message? Why are we protesting? Orlando, Florida in the house. Maksud. Why are we protesting on Valentine's Day? Why are we demanding love from these companies? Well, A, low pay. right? We cannot drive, we cannot survive on low pay. It's impossible. It's impossible if you're below minimum wage and you have to absorb and carry all the costs. It is impossible to carry on at those rates. And I don't know what the thinking is there. But I mean, don't they know, or haven't they conducted some studies what it really takes to run this business? Number two, safety, right? Safety is a big one. Without safety, without your safety, you know, what's all the money in the world worth if you're 6 feet underground? Coming live, rain or shine, I love it. Awesome. Instacart pay is 10 times worse than Uber and Uber Eats. Raider Mendoza says San Diego, California presents. San Diego rose up. I appreciate San Diego. So I've got my coffee here. I do have a wonderful gift. For my client that I'm picking up at LAX. They have a little 10-year-old who's really cute little guy who's obsessed with football. My client, who is the NFL Hall of Famer, Terrell Davis, he signed the shirt, there it is, for the little boy, put his name on there. It says Hall of Fame, number 30, Denver Broncos. So I'm giving this shirt signed to this little 10-year-old when he gets into the car. I anticipate some tears. He is going to be so happy. He is so obsessed about football and Hall of Fame. He tells me so much about it. Can't wait to give this gift. And again, thank you, Terrell Davis. You're going to make this little child's year, right? You're going to make 2023 for this little kid. I can tell you right now, this kid's going to be in tears. Signed shirt by Denver Broncos, number 30, Terrell Davis, Hall of Famer, for little Solomon, 11 years old, 10 years old, 11 years old. It's going to be a good one. Please get the word out. Please share the love. Tierso's in the house, Tierso Oliveras. Let's get the love out for Valentine's Day. If anybody's good at designing flyers, send me your flyer. I'll print it. I'll get it into circulation. Whatever you can do. But the main talking points again, the low pay, the poor safety, them literally stealing our tips. You know, stop stealing our tips. Pay us what the rider wants to pay us. Don't throttle our tips. And number 4, big one for me, wrongful deactivation, throwing us under the bus. Meaning if somebody was in your car vaping or smoking marijuana, you get blamed for it. Oh, the driver smelled of marijuana, you're off the platform, and you're losing money. So yeah, it's Ricky. I call Ricky Jackson. I can't wait to see this little kid's face. I mean, his dad took him to the NFL Hall of Fame. He's all about statistics. He's going to be a reporter one day for football, but to give that to him, can't wait. So let me know if you're planning something in 2024. I know Texas as the rebellion, that's going to be in February the 14th, Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day happens pretty much all around the world. Some countries don't celebrate it, but it's pretty universal. Global protests, city by city, get the word out, get it into Facebook, get it onto Twitter, whatever you can, make little videos. Thank you for the videos today from Atlanta. Appreciate you guys. I immediately put them in my channel. That's how we build momentum. City after city after city after city. And that's it. We'll fight hard in 2024. So I am going to now head into the airport. LAX is a nightmare. I don't know who has done LAX the last few days, but Los Angeles International Airport is a nightmare. We're talking for the last mile, 40 minutes. The last mile. From here to Tom Bradley International, 1 mile from here, 40 minutes. It's bumper to bumper, snail pace. People honking, aggression, cutting in. I don't know if your airport's like that, but LA sucks. LA airport sucks. I think LA airport must be the most worst run airport. I don't know if there's any Los Angelinos in the house tonight, but anybody that knows LA, I'm sure they'll agree with me. LAX, Los Angeles International Airport, sucks. Right? It's almost like if you have to pick someone up during peak holiday season, it's almost like being punished. It's hard. Same shit in Orlando, says Simon. O'Hare is 45 out to the end of the ramp to the highway. That's crazy. So you're going through the same shit as we are in LA. So I feel your pain. 10-4. I like it. Thank you, everyone. I hope to get another video in before Christmas Eve. But if I don't speak to you, I wish you, your family, your loved ones a very, very Merry Christmas. Have happy holidays, happy thoughts, a good meal, and I only wish you the very best for 2024, really. Health, love, happiness, and anything else positive coming your way for 2024, right? I hope it's a good one for you. I hope it's a good one for your children. I hope it's a good one for your family. And I'm in your corner. And yeah, we have some 15-round fights ahead of us. But we'll stay strong. We're relentless. We don't give up. We'll keep on chipping away, right? And if we work together like we always do, we're going to get things achieved. I'm a firm believer in that, right? Change doesn't come overnight. You have to chip away, right? You got to just chip away. We're good at that. This channel is good at that. So keep it coming. Keep the good vibes, keep the suggestions, keep the input, all your great ideas, put them forward. Know that you are appreciated. I love the fact that this one guy always calls them the twins, and the twins, he says drivers should bankrupt the twins. And he talks about the twins. I love that. He's talking about Koshushawi and Risha, the twins, the evil twins, right? And if the evil twins are listening tonight, I hope you show us some love on Valentine's Day. I really do, because if you believe, Mr. Risha, if you believe, Mr. Koshushawi, that you are going to pull the same shit in 2024, I have news for you. It's not going to fly, right? People are fed up. They've had it up to here. They've had it up to their eyeballs, right? They can't take anymore. Drivers can't take any more algorithmic abuse, right? They've had it. It's like at the point where you just want to throw up when you see some of these offers. Like it's not even, you can't even, it doesn't even register or make sense. You can't even let it sink in, some of these pathetic offers, right? You just can't work for that. And if they want to continue down that road, good luck. Good luck, Mr. Risha. Good luck, Mr. Koshushawi, or as one of the drivers calls them, the twins. Good luck. Good luck with that approach. We're going to come hard and heavy in 2024. We're not going to stop. We're not going away, right? We deserve better pay. We deserve better safety. We deserve, if a rider wants to throw us under a bus with a wrongful deaction, we should be back on the road within 24 hours if they don't have the proof, right? And if a rider wants to tip you $100, you should be able to receive the entire $100. It's unacceptable that the company throttles your tips. Unacceptable. That money was intended for you. That money was a gift from a rider, especially during Christmas, that people want to tip higher, and that those tips should go through. When you're in a restaurant and you've eaten a fantastic meal with your family, I'm sure you can relate to this, right? And you've had such phenomenal service. Could be a waiter, could be a waitress. The food is good. You can see your family is enjoying themselves. The waiter or the waitress is going out of the way. Can I get you anything else? Let me give you a refill. I got your dessert ready, blah, blah, blah. And they're going, look. And you want to give them let's say you want to give them $100 tip for Christmas to that waiter. And do you think it would be right if the manager came running up to you and said, sir, you cannot tip this waitress $100. You can only tip her maximum 28. The other 72, sorry, we cannot accept. It doesn't exist. No manager would do that. So why are these gig companies throttling our tips? If a rider wants to gift you $100 for Christmas, let them gift you $100 for Christmas. Why do you have to open up the app? Sergio showed the video, and then $28 makes its way through. And there have been countless drivers that said, I saw the rider right in the tip, and it says, sorry, you can only do a maximum of $28. Unacceptable. Unacceptable, Vanessa. Unacceptable, Amir. I wish you all a very Merry Christmas. I'm not ending the year on an angry note. I'm not ending the year on a pessimistic note. I am actually a huge optimist. I always believe, in the good, in the better of humanity. And just sometimes you have to fight harder to bring it out, right? So don't get me wrong. I am not trying to paint this miserable picture, because I know that we can change the outcome. I know that collectively a couple of million drivers have the power to change the outcome. So I'm very optimistic. I go into Vegas is in the house, Nice is in the house. I go into 2024 very optimistic, my friends. I really do. Okay. Despite the low pay, despite, certain negativity out there, I still have a lot of hope, and I have a lot of optimism that we can turn things around. Amir, I appreciate you, man. Seriously. Nashville's in the house. Serkan, USA. Shout out to all of you wonderful people. Again, it's not just you. You come with an entire family, right? Many of you are grinding and putting in the hours because you're carrying families, because you're stand-up people that are trying to do good for your family and for your community. And I recognize that. I applaud that. I appreciate that. And I just want you to know, don't stop. Just keep on doing what you are doing in 2024. We just got to fight hard. And we have to also convince a lot of the desperate people that are bringing down the rates by accepting everything. I mean, Sergio had someone on his show the other day that accepted 100% of the trips. I would never in my life, I don't encourage the people that lease the cars, my SUVs, I don't encourage them to accept 100% of the trips. I say, hey, if you have a low AR, if you are a cherry picking champion, you're actually making more money, you're putting less miles, and you have less maintenance costs. So, people still understand what it means to work smart. They'll understand that, and they understood that in 2023. They'll understand that going into 2024, right? Don't bring your brothers and sisters down by accepting bullshit trip radar $2 offers or $2.50 offers. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't bring the family of drivers down just because you accept everything. Don't be desperate, right? This term, know your worth, know what you're willing to drive for. Don't drag others down with you. Let's raise the bar. Let's be able to say, no, we're not going to drive for shit. And that's what I liked about Atlanta today. They conveyed this to this news reporter, right? Like, these are the offers, we can't. And as the cars were leaving the airport, they were encouraging people, do not accept low fares. Do not accept low fares. Don't bring your brothers and sisters down with you because you are just taking everything. Like, oh, I'll take that, I'll take $1.50, I'll take $2.50, I'll take $3. No, raise the bar, right? Because if we raise the bar and say no to trash, they have to pay us more. They have to pay us more and lure us out onto the roads if they can see, oh my God, Salim, thank you. Really appreciate you. DC in the house. Much love to you and your family. Salim, Washington. Thank you. Right? We got to raise the bar. We cannot accept trash. And by saying no to trash, ladies and gentlemen, by raising the bar, they have to raise the bar. What do I mean by that? They have to offer you more to get you on the road. They have to offer you more to switch on the engine. But if the desperados are taking these offers, if the food delivery people are taking the $2.50 offers and it says their tip not included, right? Then you are bringing all your brothers and sisters down. Don't you understand that? And I'm really trying to connect with some people that are just accept everything. It's not worth it. If you fight together and set a higher standard and raise the bar together, they have to follow suit, right? Very simple economics. They have to pay you more if you will not drive for less. They have to pay you more. But it takes an army. The French are getting somewhere. I mean, the French are doing something right. Let's be honest. $9.85, the minimum for a trip, for one trip. $9.85 is the starting point. So tell me, if your brothers and sisters in France are getting $9.85, why on earth are some people accepting $2 trip radar? Why? Doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense. So 2024, make it your year. Whichever way possible. And remember this, you are loved. I care for you. Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year, happy holidays. And I'd love to see the delight and excitement of your children as they open up their presents. And pack that Christmas tree full of lights and presents. Get out the red wine. Spoil yourselves. Take the day off. You are appreciated. Thank you, my friends. I'm out of here. I'm heading into the airport as we speak. Take care, everyone. God bless you all. Chickadee, they blocked me. Why did they block you? They shouldn't block you. Bart, fine. Yeah, Uber's taking advantage of that big time. Thank you, guys. Merry, Merry Christmas to all of you. Have a wonderful, wonderful time the next few days. Chill out, take off, and then come back strong, 2024. God bless you all.